Last night we responded to 67 calls from members of the public. They were concerned for safety for individuals that were presenting as rough sleeping on the streets of Dublin. From that 67 calls, 54 of those individuals stayed out on the streets and slept rough last night and through the night. So we've been operational now for up to 48 hours. Our 3 mobile outreach teams have been checking in on those individuals that have been sleeping rough and have stayed out through the cold weather. Most of those are intense and are sporadic around the city. A lot of those individuals are afraid to come in. They're citing concern for safeties in hostels and the likes of that. So there's a big issue in regard to the number of people that are actually refusing to come in or don't want to come in because of concern for safeties at the moment.
This is like our food room. Our outreach team come in here every night and we collect wherever essentials were running out there now. Normally our shelves are full, you know, but after last night, yesterday, we've been, you know, busy giving out stuff. Usually what we do is soup, pot noodles, things that we can do handy on the street late at night. See, during the day I find people have means and ways to get food like Brother Kevin's and this, that and the other, but late at night, once they're on the street and all the services close down, we don't go out till 11. So you're talking about people need a hot drink when they're freezing cold and that. So between 11 and 3 in the morning we can provide that for them. So it's basically, this is our food room, where soup and tea, coffee, sugar and air, you know,
essentials,
bars and things. On the go here now. Yesterday was constantly going all day, and last night.
And you didn't run out of bread.
We actually collected that on. We were all organised Tuesday, and we actually freeze our bread so as well. So we had loads, you know. And yesterday the schools, because they weren't open, they donated all the sandwiches that they had.
Brilliant.
So they all went out last night, and then we have our ham and stuff to make sandwiches now.
Brilliant.
We'll make them now, and then they'll go out up to the wherever.
Tell me about last night. You said it was a heavy
Last night, we were here yesterday giving out, with people knocking at the door all day for gloves, hats, scarves. We were giving them thermals and they could, you know, build up on. Anyway, that was grand, and we were sending out, we 3 vans out giving emergency. These are people who, for certain reasons, they didn't want to take the accommodation. Earlier on they were saying, we had one couple, if they can't be in one place together, they didn't want to go in at all. So they opted for a tent that we could give them, a couple of sleeping bags, and we had stuff like that. But we had lots of phone calls, and by 9:30 last night, when it started to get colder and worse, we got a few calls of people who had said, they earlier on had said, no, I'm staying out in the street, had changed their mind and said, no, at 9:30 we want to go in. And I phoned up the DCC for beds, and at 9:30 they told me we've no more beds. At the moment, you can call back at 10:30 and we'll see if we can get anything else. But at that stage, they'd nothing. And then later on out on the street, air vans, a couple of people had decided that they wanted to go in to accommodation. And again, they phoned and they couldn't get accommodation. This is all our thermals.
Okay.
We've been giving out loads of them. We've loads of bags. We've run out. We've loads of socks, hats. We had bags of them. We're running out a little bit, but we're getting there. Look, we still have loads of bags, hats and stuff. People give us brand new at Christmas, you know.
And so you'll be handing those out to people.
Oh,
if
we've
they're
been
out.
given. Yesterday we gave out hundreds of hats, scarves and gloves that were donated to us at Christmas by people, and they've been flying out, so that was great, you know.
Lovely. And you've all shoes and all as well. They need them.
And shoes. Lots of people came in yesterday because their shoes were destroyed now. Unfortunately, like sometimes we don't, like they're grand, sometimes we don't have enough shoes. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's all we have in shoes now.